Milan Rodic has signed a new contract extension with Red Star Belgrade until the 2025 season. His contract was due to come to an end this summer. Luckily, he signed a new one and he's going to be here for an additional 3 years. Look, he's been with Red Star for 5 seasons now. So since the emergence of the team once again playing in Europa League and Champions League football, and he's been just one of the more durable players in the team. When you think that Red Star hasn't really had a replacement for him at left back since he's pretty much been here, it kind of tells you everything. He's played, he's logged a lot of minutes, he stayed healthy for the most part, but I think the productivity in both directions, defensively and offensively, has been very good from him. I think he caught a lot of flack last season for, not maybe having the assist numbers that you expect left backs to have in the world today, seeing as how offensive the game has really become. I think it's a bit too much. I think he had 2 or 3 assists last season. This year, I was looking at a transfer market. I think it stated that he had 5 or 6. I think he has more than that. I think it's 8 or 9 by now. And he's had an assist in his last 3 games. Which is kind of good heading into the Eternal Derby, which I'll do a video on probably on Saturday. But yeah, he's been a very good professional. He doesn't complain, comes in, does his work. Like I said, he hasn't really had a replacement for the left back position, so he's luckily he's been healthy for the most part. But it just really shows you that the impact that a really good player can have on a team, and the stability and winning league titles and having that experience in Europa League, Champions League. He started off his career with OFK Belgrade, which is one of the better teams in terms of producing young talent, probably the best back then in Serbia. And then he went to Zenit, and then he was on a bunch of loans, and he signed for Red Star in 2017-18 season. So like I said, he's been here for 5 years. He's tremendous in both ways. Defensively, he's very good. Offensively, he's not great, but he's, one of the best in the league, and it's good enough for kind of what we need. And having the stability, I think, of only having 2 coaches in those 5 years, with Milojevic and now Stankovic, also plays a big part too, because sometimes, when you have so many different managers throughout your career, it's so many different tactics, different formations, all this. Managers play favorites. Like, let's be real, every manager has a guy that he loves, that he's always going to keep in the lineup, a guy that's always going to be getting minutes, and then he's going to, kind of exile the guys that he doesn't really like. And it shows to Rodic's character that, he's been in Milojevic's good books, and same with Stankovic. So he's been tremendous for us for the last 5 years. This wouldn't have been possible without him. So I'm looking forward to what the future has in store for him. I think he's 34 by the time the contract ends, which will probably be his retirement, unless maybe he wants to go finish off at OFK Belgrade. Like I said, it's kind of where it all started for him, and depending on where they are at that time in their fight to fight basically for promotion back in the first division. They're tier 3 now. We'll see where that is, but he's one of the most paid players now with his new contract, which is great to see, and he deserves it. And I can't wait to see what kind of the future has in store for him. But this is also not to say that Red Star shouldn't be looking for an alternate left back as well. Injuries happen when guys get older. We're seeing it in other sports as well. So having an alternate left back would be a good idea too. But I'm happy with the signing. He's here for another, I guess, 2022 now, so another 3 years. And hopefully he can finish off his career with Red Star. Let me know below what you think of the contract extension.